Sunday's first video for you is first news story is from Gondar. United Nations Human Rights Body has shared a statement about how many persons were killed in Gondar, how many were killed in SNNPR, how many churches, mosques were set on fire. We have some details for you according to Human Rights Body. Second news story is from Oromia. In a video yesterday and in two previous videos as well, we talked about Warra Jaarso, which is situated in a north shore zone of Oromia region. There reportedly some persons have been killed. Government officials say that they detained some OLA members. They're not confirming or rejecting the killings. OLA backed news sources say that civilians have been killed. One person has survived, reportedly. He was shown as an OLA member taken captive by government forces. Now he is appearing on some OLA backed news sources. He says that he has survived, but he is telling what happened with others who were arrested in Warra Jaarso by government forces allegedly. Thirdly, viewers, in the previous video we talked about likely withdrawal of Amhara forces from Amhara militias as well from Volkait, Sekota Hara. Reportedly orders have been passed, they've been told to withdraw. Now we have a new story from another zone, southern Tigray, Amhara Special Force, Amhara militias, Fanos deployed close to southern Tigray. They are also being told to move towards some other areas. We'll have a detailed look at this news story, what's happening on the ground in Tigray, Amhara border areas. Firstly, viewers, Gondar, we know that on the 26th of April in religious violence in Gondar city of Amhara region, more than 24 persons were killed. There were clashes between Muslim and Christian community. The clashes started at the funeral ceremony of a local Muslim scholar, Sheikh Kamal Ligas. Both sides have been making claims about the number of casualties, Christians and Muslims. Then security forces reached the spot, the city. They took over the city's security. ENDF was also deployed there as well. Investigations are underway. Hundreds have been arrested. UN Human Rights Body a few hours ago released a statement. Michelle Bachelet spoke. The statement is about Gondar. UN Human Rights Body has shared some details. What is UN saying? How many were killed? How many were injured? How many mosques, churches were destroyed in Gondar, in Silte? Firstly, according to the statement from Michelle Bachelet office, 30 persons were killed in the religious violence and 100 were injured. In Gondar, 2 mosques were burnt and 2 were damaged. In Dire Deva and in Debark as well, there was violence. In SNNPR, Christians were attacked. UN Human Rights Body says that 2 Christians were burnt to death and 1 Christian was hacked to death in SNNPR, and at least 5 Christian churches were damaged. Now, these details have been shared by a body which is impartial, UN Human Rights Body. UN Human Rights Body is urging the government to start a transparent investigation. 578 persons have been arrested so far, the body says. confirmed by this body through its engagement with Ethiopian authorities. So around 600 have been arrested so far, both in SNNPR, Gondar, and in Dirediva as well. Only question is, will there be independent and transparent investigation or not? I think religious bodies should be apprised of the ongoing developments regarding the investigation. They should be kept on board. What is happening? How many have been arrested? What are the roles of these arrested persons? Because some communities are claiming that their members are being arrested arbitrarily. It shouldn't happen. Investigation should be transparent. That is what I have been saying, that government must clarify how many have been killed. Are they Muslims? Are they Christians? What is their role? UN is demanding the same. At the same time, UN says that arrested persons have right to have legal help as well. So they should not be kept in indefinite custody. Their legal rights should also be respected. Now, secondly, our second news story is from Oromia region of Ethiopia. Here in two previous videos, we reported about some civilians allegedly killed who were arrested by security forces from Warra Jaarso. Warra Jaarso is in North Shore zone of Oromia region. Here it is being said that some persons were detained by government forces a day after fighting between OLA and government forces close to the place from where these persons were arrested. 18 persons were arrested. Government showed them, their pictures were showed, and government said that they were OLA fighters, they were Shine members. Later, their dead bodies were found. Now, OLA-backed news sources and some independent news sources, they say that these persons were killed by government forces extrajudicially. One person survived, viewers. He somehow survived, and he has shared his story. How did he survive? What is his name? His name is Borose Lama. His nickname is Abush. He is resident of Kachame. He's been arrested twice in the past as well. He says that he was innocent, but he was arrested twice in the past. Third time, he was arrested again from Warra Jaarso. He says that ENDF, Ethiopian National Defense Force, Amharic-speaking members arrested 18 persons in Warra Jaarso. And they took them to Amhara-Oromia border, close to Gojam. And there they were made to stand close to a cliff, and then they were shot upon. Their hands were tied, their feet were tied. He said that he fell off the cliff before he was shot. So that is how he managed to survive. For 3 days, he kept on waiting. There for some persons arrived, then some locals arrived, and he was rescued from that cliff. He says other 17 persons have been killed. Now, so much has been reported about this Warra Jaarso incident that there must be investigation. Impartial, transparent investigation. Both sides have taken conflicting positions. Government confirmed the arrests of some persons in Warra Jaarso, but government is not speaking about the whereabouts of those persons. Have they been killed, or are they alive? OLA-backed news sources and some independent news sources, they say the persons have been killed and they were extrajudicially killed. There must be some independent investigation, especially when the witness is there. Borose Lama is there as an eyewitness, a survivor. Lastly, viewers, withdrawal of Amhara forces, Amhara militias, Amhara regional forces is being reported. Orders have been passed. Ethiopian federal government wants Amhara forces to withdraw. So far, only orders have been passed. We'll keep you updated about the actual withdrawal. In the previous video, we talked about Volkayet, Amhara Sagade, that Amhara forces, Amhara militias, Fanos were told to start withdrawing from this area, Western Tigray, Amhara Volkay Sagade, towards central Amhara region. And we shared a statement of an organization, Voice of the Victim organization, which opposed this decision. Now we have a new story from southern Tigray, Raya. Raya is also claimed by Amhara region. They say that Raya was originally part of Amhara, like Amhara Volkay Sagade. And Raya, Amhara Volkay Sagade, they were annexed by a Tigray government. We know that Amhara forces took control of Raya in November 2020 after the start of Tigray conflict. And even after the withdrawal of Ethiopian government forces from Tigray in June last year, Raya remained under Amhara control. Then TDF had to start a military offensive on Raya. And gradually Amhara forces, ENDF, they had to withdraw from Alamata, Koram, and Raya came under Tigray control. And we know that deployments were made by Amhara government of special forces and militias, Fano, close to Tigray Amhara border on southern front in Kobo, Hara, Sekota. There were large-scale deployments of Amhara forces, Amhara militia. Now, reportedly, 3 divisions of Amhara Special Force are being relocated from these border areas towards central Amhara region. Orders have been passed. Who passed these orders? Ethiopian federal government. Reportedly, Ethiopian federal government has told Amhara Special Force to withdraw from Sekota, Hara and Kobo towards the central Amhara region. The 3 divisions will be moved towards Debre Marcos, Debre Birhan and Bahirdar. So they are being moved away from Tigray border. Fano militia has also been told to withdraw from these border areas. Now, has the withdrawal started? We have no confirmation that the withdrawal is underway. Federal government has told Amhara regional forces to start their withdrawal. Will they withdraw or not? That is a question. Will they withdraw from Volkay, Sagade, Amhara? Will they withdraw from Kobo, Hara and Sekota? That remains to be seen. But overall, this development indicates that Ethiopian National Defense Force has decided to take control of security in border areas, and it could be a result of some deal between Ethiopian federal government and Tigray government. Some talks might be underway. Things could be moving towards settlement, and Amhara forces, Amhara militias could play the role of spoilers. There could be this apprehension, this fear that these forces could play the role of spoilers. That is why they are being moved away from border areas. Only question is, will there be withdrawal or not? Will these forces obey the orders of Ethiopian National Defense Force and Amhara and Ethiopian federal government? That remains to be seen. But several things are happening, and happening very fast, very quickly. Situation is changing. We could see some progress towards settlement of core issues. Let's see. We'll keep you updated in coming videos as well. Thanks for watching.